And welcome back to Grim Dawn. Okie dokie, so let's continue with the Ashes of Malmouth on Ultimate Difficulty. On to Candle District. Okay, and it seems that I'm pretty close to level 88. So 12 and a little bit levels to go for level 100. So let's get to killing things. Oh yeah, and also it seems that I did take the bounty. I guess I should basically immediately get the next bounty after this one is completed here. That's going to be more XP as well as reputation. Yes. They're trying to say something. I can't quite make out what it is. And I don't care. Nice to get some Aether crystals out of this place, as that, or those, are needed for quite a few things. Like dynamite. So I do generally like these lazy builds or simplistic builds in this game. But in hindsight, maybe I should have taken something a little bit more involved. Because, to be completely honest, it's been a bit boring at times to play this character. Anyway, let's speak with Nico Erin here. So I did go through this on veteran difficulty already. Let's see. Calm down, blah blah blah. I'm not one of the monsters. There's a refuge. What choice? Okay, so I think I did take the same options as I did on veteran difficulty, but maybe there's like RNG involved with this. Not sure, but it seems he wants to die. Well, okay. I can accommodate. Well, speak with you. What did you do? Why did you attack Mr. Nico? Well, it was the other way around, actually. I'm sorry, kid, but you're not safe here. We were until you killed Mr. Nico. Just don't hurt us, okay? Oh, you foolish children. Well, you're safe now. Or safer. More safe. So yeah, not sure if I did actually take the same options as I did back on veteran difficulty, but that was the end result there. Not that it matters at all, basically. Okay, I need one more Ascended Spellbreaker to die for the bounty. Okay, please get out of the way so I can loot things.
That skill's not ready.
Okay, let's see, need to go through here. I did complain a little bit about the architecture of this section of the Ashes of Malmouth expansion while I played on veteran difficulty. It's not a big deal, but it is a bit annoying at times navigating this maze. Then again, I do kind of know the routes. Still looking for one spellbreaker. No, there we go. Okay. And let's, after killing these enemies here, head straight back. Well, actually, let's go now. Let's go now to the sewers. Back to the sewers we go. Pick up another bounty. So this should also level Argyle up, I think. Come on. You return triumphantly. A bounty fulfilled. Okay, not quite. Not quite. But yeah, there we go. Get a Mark of Illusions from that. Hooray. Okay, what's the next bounty? The bowels of the city must be cleansed. Well, yeah, that is something that you should do every now and again, to clean your bowels. Anyway, let's see. Deep in the fleshworks. Okay, that's a bit far off. Let's take something that is hopefully a bit sooner to be accomplished. Elin met the ethereal named Bluggrag Blazebarf. What a name! In the city sewers. Okay, that's behind me, I guess, so let's take another one. Ethereal ascendant by the name of Thoraxteria has been spotted atop the ruins of the Crown Hill row houses. Crown Hill. Let's see. Ideally, I would like something that is similar to the last bounty, so just some random, well, not random, but not a specific singular enemy, but multiple of the same type. Okay, what do you want? Creation of a forgotten relic. Sanctuary. Nah, that's crafting. Ethereal missives, that I would prefer. Oh, well, whatever. Is it going to just give me the ethereal missives now? It seems so. Okay, whatever. So there's a limited amount of these available, so I guess I will take the ethereal missives. Whatever. So let's grab those from the stash immediately. Let's see, this page. And ethereal missives, where are you? Here. Okay. Control click, take 3 of those.
I'll keep an eye out.
So not something I wanted to do, but let's do it. It's, I think, better to hold on to those components. They're pretty valuable. Okay, but that's a level up and some reputation again. And now, oh, never mind. For this session. Okay, I didn't remember it works like that. Oh well. A little bit disappointed. But it is what it is. I'm going here. Oh, did I click on the wrong gate there? I think I did. Yes, I did, since they're so close to each other. Okay. Alright, well, let's get back to killing. But yeah, level up. Let's take physique and something. Let's see. Let's see, what do I want? Is Master of Death any good here? Well, obviously it's good, but is it as good as some other options? Call of the Grave is also decent. I don't know. How about something from the Shaman side, though? Like Heart of the Wild again? Or Ground Slam, perhaps? Or just work on the Mastery Bar to reach perhaps the Primal Spirit? The Primal Spirit is pretty good. It does only last for a certain amount of time, though. Whatever, let's increase the Mastery Bar. I haven't really planned this out all that well, but it's fine. It's completely fine. Okay, so need to go through here. I do kind of dislike that the game wants me to quit and come back for it to offer me more bounties there, but I guess it's not a big deal. Just a slight annoyance. Okay, Everfreeze. Let's see, someone's healing you. Is it the Myrmidon? I don't remember. Let's take care of them first. Okay, now will you die? Yes, you will. Okay. Bonemonger's Chest Guard. Not sure if I've ever seen this item actually. I don't remember at least. Maybe this has been added like lately. So set item. Inquisitor Seal. Smite. Okay. Well, once again, something that Argyle has no interest in, but let's pick it up. Alright, and yeah, let's go here. I guess what I could do with the rare items is that I could just... Let's see. Always show monster infrequent, so not the regular rare. So let's actually do that, yeah. But always show double rare items. I think that should be fine. Also, it seems we're taking damage. How rude. Let's see, where am I going? Not that way. This way. So, oh, did I? Yeah, okay. Never mind. It wasn't that way. Oh well. That's kind of what I was complaining about. About the architecture. So let's leave a rift gate there. Okay, so now that I messed with the loot filter, I'll get a lot fewer items showing up here. Meaning less trips to town. Also means less money, kind of, but I guess I have enough money. For the time being. Okay, let's do that. And let's go speak with these guys here.
I was beginning to read.
Yes, yes, whatever you say. Okay. And now let's use this rift gate to head back there. Saves me just a little bit of time. Okay, so let's see. 2 wagons to go. One of them is over there. Maybe I should respec out of the Wendigo totem, because I haven't been putting points in it, meaning that it's pretty much useless. I think, at least. Unless, of course, I were to invest more in it. In which case it might be very good. I don't know. Perhaps. Respecking is, of course, one way you can spend money. It does increase in cost. Okay, I'm not going to read that lore note. I did commit to reading the ones in Forgotten Gods, but I don't feel the same way about this expansion. Okay, so let's see. One more wagon to go, and I guess it's this one. Why am I guessing, though? Well, you can never be 100% sure. Okay, so let's see. Yeah, that's that taken care of. So let's head back to the sewers. Okay, hello there. And now, let's see, meet with Creed.
I've spoken with Corinia. Corinia?
Yeah. Okay. So now we head this way. So let's kill a bunch more Aetherials. Surprise, surprise. Okay, just come out of there. Are we there yet? No, we're not. Okay. Game's lagging a bit. Well, that's fine. That's fine when the minions are the ones doing all the work. Mythical Will of the Living, legendary shield. So an arcanist shield. Okay. Speak with you again.
Resistance had attempted to
There you are.
Yes, here I am. Okay. So speak with you. Yes, I'll get you your supplies. Because I'm such a nice guy. Burning bile, huh? Okay, take care of the myrmidons first, if we can. Come on. Come on, you can do it. You can do it. Well, whatever. Mythical Mark of the Dread Blade. Some sort of ether weapon. Okay. So like I said in a previous episode, probably a while ago now, I would kind of prefer if the game had more universally useful items, because as it stands, like 95% of all legendary items, well, all items I guess, are very unexciting when they drop, because Argyle will have absolutely no use for them. Other character builds would, of course, but still. But that's just my opinion. Anywho, let's continue. Well, as soon as I can get through these stairs. Fatsos were blocking the way. Not trying to fat shame them, but if you can't get past them in the stairs, then I guess that is a problem. And widening the stairs is an expensive solution, so maybe just lose some weight instead. Okay, so here are some supplies. And also some enemies. As you do. In a game like this. Every place is full of enemies. Until you kill them. But then they will respawn. Okay, continue. So I didn't go in here on veteran difficulty. I don't remember if there's a single quest associated with that place. Maybe. Maybe there's like one. I guess we could go in now and see if there's anything of interest. Still have some XP to gain at least, so it's not going to be a wasted trip. I guess theoretically I could also get some loot that is relevant to Argyle. Now, there are different enemy types here. Undead instead of Aetherials. So that's a little bit of a change of pace. Variety is the spice of life, or so they say. Okay, let's see. Is there actually anything here though? Well, surely there is something. Surely. Well, there is a smith of some kind. Belafald, Celestial Smith. Okay, well, let's go see what Bella can craft for us. Maybe something. Well, I guess we have to go through here. I'll just avoid these enemies. I'm not interested in them. How do I get to the smith? I guess there's a hidden passage. Yeah, here. Okay. Good talk. Oh, there's also a chest. Okay. Which had junk in it. Okay, so what is this? Okay. Tonic of Clarity, Tonic of Reshaping, and random legendary stuff. Yeah, so the thing with this random legendary stuff is that, well, it's random. And like I already said, so many items are completely useless to you. So the gambling mechanic there is not really enticing to me. Okay, well, is this the second level or what? Well, we'll see. We shall see. Is this just an exit? It was just the exit. Okay, so the thing about that place is that it has a smith. Okay. And you can craft random legendary stuff there. If you please. Okay, getting closer to level 89. How am I doing with the reputation, with the resistance? Let's see. Where is it? Okay, pretty far away. So that would require a lot of grinding to actually get to Revered. Which I won't be doing. Okay, speak with you again. And lie to you again. Tell me lies, tell me sweet little lies. Alrighty. I don't hate the music here, but I don't think it fits. Or at least my opinion is that something a bit more exhilarating, faster paced would fit better, considering this is almost non-stop combat. Okay, level 89. More physique. Bodybuilding necromancer. Okay, let's see. Yeah, mastery bar, I guess. Whatever. It's fine. Do I have an item that boosts the primal spirit? Maybe I do. Don't see anything though. Well, I might be getting one or more than one at some point. So I guess I'll work towards that for now. Okay, come on. Oh, you can't actually go through there. It's a little bit difficult to see, but yeah, the wall disappears if you're close enough. Okay, grab those Aether crystals and let's keep moving. Resummon the skellies. Okay, that is a lot of enemies, but we are fine, I think. Possibly famous last words. Fleshweaver Haraxis. There we are. Okay. One of the things that could have gotten Argyle killed by this point would have been, or could have been, an enemy that removes your buffs. The aura. Permanent, kind of, well, permanent. Activated buffs, but since the game has been updated at some point to automatically activate all of this, it's far less of an issue. Because you might not have even noticed when an enemy removes your aura buffs. That did happen to me quite a few times back in the day. Obviously I wasn't playing hardcore back then, so it wasn't that big of a deal. But my point being that hardcore in this game has been made significantly easier with that change, as well as the addition of the dash ability, or evade, I guess is the proper term to use there. Okay, resistance bomb. Oh no, hated with the Aetherial Vanguard. So when you reach, I think, the next stage there, in the reputation, you actually start spawning a nemesis enemy. One per enemy faction, which are pretty difficult to kill.
So this is what preliminary reports.
Yes, yes. Yes, yes. Still have more stuff to do there. So yeah, the nemesis enemies are... Well, they have some... They have certain points in the map where they can spawn. They will also show up on the minimap. With like a big skull or something like that. And those are a way to get you killed, definitely, but... Since I haven't been grinding all that much on Argyle, it's pretty much safe to assume that I won't be meeting a nemesis enemy. Not anytime soon, anyway. And for some of them, especially something like the Cronley's gang, it's... yeah, it takes a ton of grinding to reach all the way here. Required to Nemesis 17,900, etc., etc. I don't think I've ever reached that level for Cronley's gang, so I have never fought the Nemesis for them. Don't even know what he's called. Alright, some more survivors here. And I don't remember, there might be something more here. Okay, doesn't look like it. Just one of these smaller chests. Alright. Let's go speak with... what's his or her face? You have done what you wanted. And what next? Okay, speak with Corinia.
Captain Wilford, I was wondering. I'm talking about the Black Iron Docks.
Okay, the docks. Yeah, sure, let's go do the docks. Let's head on back to that rift gate there. I did do this on veteran difficulty as well. This will be some good XP. Let's see. Go through here, maybe? Oh, come on, go. Move. Oh, it's through here, maybe? Yeah. Okay. The nice thing about a lazy summoner build is that you can relax, not have to pay too much attention to what's actually going on in the game. Watch like a TV show or a YouTube video at the same time. Maybe not if you're playing hardcore, but otherwise. Also, yeah, the docks are somewhere around there, so we have a lot of running to do here. Okay, this way. Yeah, here we are. Funny how the doors open there. Not allowed in until you have that quest. Alrighty, here we are. Why is there still a star there? Okay, now it moved here instead. Okay. Kind of makes sense. Have to be close enough for them to actually spawn.
That skill's not ready.
For the most part, the minions are handling this quite well. Only a couple of skeletons have died. It does take a bit of time to kill things. Mostly because the gear that Argyle has is not quite optimal. Also somewhat because the build itself isn't completely optimized. But if it works, it works. And even more enemies. Well, probably getting to level 90 after this quest is done. So 10 levels and change to go. The Aetherials have been vanquished. Okay. Okie dokie. Well, let's head back. Come on.
Was the mission a success? I always knew back before the city fell. We had a council that managed.
Well, she sure sounded cheerful there. Okay, level 90. More shaman mastery. Okay, and you gave me something to do. Can I actually see it here? No, because the list is too long. How about if I go... Let's see, where can I actually find the... Yeah, here. Okay, so this I don't think I did on veteran difficulty. Fleshworks, blah blah blah. Aetherials actively fighting against the survivors. A trio of councilmen in charge. Yeah, okay, I think I know, or remember rather, where those guys are. They are to the east from this point. If I remember correctly. My memory is far from perfect though.
That skill's not ready.
But yeah, I will be doing that because that's, well, something new and also more XP. Making good progress. Alright. Destroy that. Come on, you can do it. You can do it, guys. Okay, there we go. Alright, so if memory serves, it's through here that we need to go. Flesh warped enclave entrance.
That skill's not ready.
But let's kill these guys first. Destroy these myrmidons before dealing with the rest. Okay. Okie dokie. Come on. Need to actually stand right next to it. Not enough to just click on the entrance. Chamber of the High Council. Alright. Monsters are tainted with poison, dealing additional poison damage. Now that's fine. That's completely fine. Poison resistance is at 84%. And actually more.
Can't do that yet.
Okay. Let's kill these things and move on. Somehow they did manage to destroy 5 skeletons there. Maybe it is the poison damage. Because, yeah, the minions' poison resistance is separated from Argyle's poison resistance. How exactly a skeleton gets poisoned is another matter. Okay, hide behind a corner. There we are. So if I remember correctly, the 3 bosses here are actually semi-difficult. But we shall see. Yeah, I don't care about the origin of the slith. Actually, we do know about the origin of the slith since I did do the Hargate, whatever he's called. Laboratory.
Can't do that.
And did also read the lore notes there. I get a blueprint.
That skill's not ready.
Here we are. The 3 bosses. So I'm going to assume... Okay, that is loud. I'm going to assume that the minions will die quite a few times here. It seems I am correct about that. Okay, well. Seems they are also... Okay, that's quite annoying how they keep moaning there. But yeah, it seems they're pretty easy to kill, so this won't take that long, despite the minions dying all the time. I guess I could tell them to focus fire, but whatever. Okay, 2 to go. Okay, 1 more. There we are. And we get Degree of Malmouth. A scepter. So let's see. Vitality, elemental damage, scepter out of that. I think that only drops from here, but... Well, let's say I'm 90% certain about that. Anyway, let's see. Let's see, there should be, I think, some treasure. Yeah, there is treasure. Mythical Guardian of Death's Gates. Well, that is a pet item. Don't think I will be using it. It's a two-handed weapon, and it also only applies to one class that I have. Okay. One more room, and okay, well, it only had one small chest. Well, whatever. That's that done. Let's get out of here. So with items like, let's see, this thing, the Guardian of Death's Gates, you can make a build that utilizes a non-pet class with one pet class. So soldier in this case, for example. It kind of can work, though to be honest I've never tried, but from what I've heard or read, it's not quite as good as going all in with actual pet classes, but it can kind of work. Soldier does have some buffs that do apply, as long as you're close enough to your minions. And there are, as we can see, some items that are built around that. There is a ton of build variety in this game. But even so, you really shouldn't try to mix different types of damage too much. Especially when it comes to pets. So if you use pets, you probably don't want to be dealing damage yourself as well. If you just want to complete the story, then it's fine, but if you also want to do the endgame stuff, then it's quite bad in comparison. Just a specialized build that goes all in on pets or your character's damage. Of course, that is something that one needs to decide for themselves. How much do they care about the opinion of the nerds on the internet who say that something is far superior to something else and you should only do it like this or that? I mean, obviously it's up to you. And if you have fun doing things your way, then just do it, I guess. You don't need to listen to the nerds.
I can't do that yet.
Anyway, let's see. One exhaust vent to go, and that will be in this direction. And there is also a totem here. Sure. Okay, elemental damage mace. Couple of blueprints and also a vitality damage axe. Okie dokie. But where is the exhaust vent? Through here, I presume. I've done this dozens of times probably by now, but my memory is a bit hazy at times. And yeah, like I said, I kind of hate the architecture. That you're forced into these narrow corridors in this section of the game. Oh, come on, I need to go downstairs, it seems. Alright, that's the right way.
That skill's not ready.
Out of the way, please. I have an exhaust vent to destroy. Here we are. There we are. Alright, but instead of going for the end boss of the expansion now, I think I'll just do some side stuff for a little bit and do that next time instead. So let's kill these enemies here. And try to think about what I haven't done yet. Well, there's a bunch of stuff on the quest log, obviously. Kaiman's deserters. Or the relic from the Kaiman's chosen deserters. Maybe I could try to do that. I don't remember exactly where they are.
Skill's not ready.
But let's see. Let's take a look at the quest log. So let's see here. Sunbane Oasis, east of the Cairn Docks. Okay, let's go do that. Something a little bit different, so let's see. I guess I'm heading west. Not sure if... Yeah, it seems those are the ones that I'm after. Okay. And there might be a diplomatic solution to this. We shall see. Not often an option in games like this, or this specific game. But here we are. Let's kill these raptors here though. Funny thing about raptors, by the way, is that apparently they were not anywhere near the size as depicted in Jurassic Park. Instead, they were like chicken-sized. But you can see how that would change the movie. Also, don't quote me on that. That's something I read. But not sure if it's actually true. Anyway, let's speak with Brother Hagan here.
Don't want any trouble.
Please leave us be. We have had enough of this forsaken land and Kaiman's lies. We wish to live peacefully. If you have any sense left, you should be leaving too. I do not wish to fight you, but you have something I need. What could we possibly have that you require in this wasteland? We are fleeing the destruction that awaits us all if Kaiman succeeds and have only some supplies and the clothes on our backs. You have an artifact. Give it to me and you can go. Hagan reluctantly removes something from a pouch on his belt. I don't know what you want with this, but it is evil. Kaiman promised us salvation from this hell through Empyrean. Instead, we got something far worse. You do not want this burden. Yes, I fucking do. Oh, not the F word. Well, anyway, yes I do. Let's not go overboard. I'll see that this thing never harms anyone again. Aligning ourselves with Kaiman and his false promises has brought us nothing but misery. Take it. Get it away from us. Perhaps then we will know peace. And it seems I can still attack, but let's spare them. Show some mercy for a change. Anyway, that's to here, I guess. To the conclave of the three. But which one of you wanted it? Let's see. There is still the Shattered Realm to do. The quest there, that is. But let's not do that now. Okay, it was you, Elaine.
Down the deserters?
Yes, I have. I convinced them to give up the relic peacefully.
You spared their lives? How perverse. No matter, I suppose. I doubt they will get far with their limited supplies. The desert can be unforgiving. This thing you've brought me. It is another false idol to Korvac. I will see that it is disposed of, but perhaps we can glean some knowledge from these runes first. Here, see if you can make use of this.
Okay, well, there we are. They are harmless and did not deserve to die. Alright. So I think that's enough for now. I will once again do the inventory stuff on my own time. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.